Out of that round, he brings that heavy knee into the stomach of Siva Afi. Throws Siva Afi, throws the fist, but Miller comes back in with another one to the side of the head, and Sweet William reaches through, taking the tights of Siva to drag him back on the ropes to give Miller the advantage. Brute Miller with a big elbow to the neck of Siva, along with Miller and Sweet William. And now with the Mad Dog and Markoff in the country, there's certainly a rough crew of wrestlers wrestling throughout New Zealand. And Siva throws Brute Miller off. Heavy fist to the side of the head, and Siva comes back with a big elbow to the chest. Miller right in there again with a foot to the solar plexus. Crowd calling for Siva Afi. Miller takes over, takes his time, but taken over, and there's Miller really performing with that noise, the noise that seems to affect him so much when the crowd gets going with that noise, and Miller backs off. He seems to have ear trouble or some type here that the noise really gets to him. But Sweet William just there, he just put his arm through the ring and pulled the leg of Siva out from under him, giving Miller the advantage to take over on Siva. And a heavy knee drop down across the chest of Siva Afi. Referee warning Miller to stop using illegalities. Miller forces the head of Siva Afi down across the top rope, and he brings that fist into the side of the head. Now he twists Siva over with his throat down across the top rope, and he's going to the outside of the ring to apply the pressure from outside, pulling the head down over the top rope and springing to the floor. Reaches through, dragging Siva out. Now he's going to strangle. He's strangling with the bottom rope. Siva in trouble.
Yes, Siva Afi in real trouble there, Steve Rickard. He really got on the receiving end of that one.
Nice move by Siva. As Miller comes in, he brings a donkey kick into the chest of Miller and caught Miller unawares. Now it's one fist to the side of the head, and then another, and a headbutt to follow up with. Siva certainly showing his worth here in this match.
He's showing a lot of heart, Steve Rickard. Goodness gracious me, he's had a bit of punishment there. He keeps him coming back. But I think it's superior fitness and the fact that he is a very, very clever wrestler that brings him back each time, doesn't it?
No doubt about Siva. He is a very fine young wrestler, and he didn't win the New Zealand Heavyweight Championship for nothing. And he takes Miller up in a Japanese stomach throw, comes down into a pinning position, but Miller throws off.
Great move from Siva Afi there. I thought that was it. I thought it would be a count of 3. But Miller needs a bit more softening before he can turn that one. There's a drop kick. Trying for the pin. 2. He missed his 3rd. Miller able to summon his last reserves of energy to throw Siva Afi off. And there goes a chop to the throat.
Siva Afi in trouble as Brute Miller brings a double fist up into the stomach. Brute throws the head of Siva Afi into the top turnbuckle. Miller taking over. Siva's certainly taking some punishment here, but he seems to come back. He's on that receiving end, but right away he gets back in there and he's taken over. Now he drives the head of Miller into the turnbuckle. Miller showing his cunningness. Takes Siva and takes over again, and now he's taking him across the ring, throwing him into the ropes. Comes up, he goes for that big elbow, but Siva ducks underneath and comes off the other rope with a fine high drop kick to knock Brute to the floor. And Brute here in trouble. It could be all over. There's a headbutt by Siva. This could be the finish. Siva looking in there, but Sweet William obviously came in the ring, and Siva caught him coming in, and he drop kicked him, and he's taking him over a high back drop. Siva taking over on Sweet William as well, and there's the gong goes, but the match is over, but Siva Afi was right on top of Miller, and now Brute Miller comes in to save Sweet William, and now he's taken hold of Siva Afi as the Brute comes in. Certainly action in this match, and both wrestlers, 2 of them at one time, onto Siva Afi. Siva Afi fighting back here. He's still not going to give up this match, thinking the match is not over. Referee telling Sweet William to leave the ring, and Miller takes over on Siva, but there's referee Miller doing a good job here, stopping this match. Siva's still coming back on Sweet William.
Siva Afi soon.
Everybody's going to find out what Taylor and Rougeau did to the Sheepherders later on in this program. Right. But hey, Taylor and Rougeau, you don't know what you've done. See, that's the difference between what you did and what you have done. What you have done, first of all, we beat your brains in a house match. They showed that. They're going to show that on TV anyway. Yeah. Then we went out and beat another 2 bloody Yanks heads in, and what do? You jump in the ring right on TV, you got big planks of wood, and you go busting them over our heads. Well, I'm going to tell you something, lads. You bloody Yankee trash. Look at this head. This head has been busted from Bombay to all over India and Europe and everywhere. And no soft bloody Yank can even imagine that a plank's going to stop the Sheepherders. We're not in this business for love. We're not in it for money. We're in it for our country. We're going to prove to the world that the Sheepherders in New Zealand are the toughest bloody people in history. And now, we are going to show it to you in the only way we know how. We are going to try to break your Yankee arms. We are going to break them if we can.
New Zealand's representatives right here on Championship Wrestling, the Sheepherders, have come in rather strongly, to say the very least.
They have indeed. They had a rugged match with Terry Taylor and Jacques Rougeau.
By golly, I'll tell you one thing for a fact. They got a couple of guys that can go in there, and Taylor and Rougeau. Let's see if we can't take a look at some of the highlights of that particular match.
We are underway with Championship Wrestling. Hello, everybody. I'm Randy Hales. Dave Brown, our special guest at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee for Championship Wrestling. This opening match, the Sheepherders, Jonathan Boyd, Luke Williams against the T.O. Luke Williams with that stick from the flagpole catches him with it just shortly after the bell has rung. Rougeau was caught, and Taylor too, and Luke Williams coming right out after him, runs him into the ring post. Jonathan Boyd pounding away at Terry Taylor, really working on him hard. Taylor didn't have a chance to start. He's busted open. Referee Paul Morton sending Rougeau back to the corner. Luke Williams and Jonathan Boyd double teaming. Taylor really caught bad, and here comes Jacques Rougeau in, but Jonathan Boyd double teaming from the Sheepherders. Taylor busted open very quickly during the match. The flagpole was used on Taylor. Taylor kicks. He's fighting back. But the Sheepherders really has Taylor in a bunch of bad shape, I'm telling you. Williams pounding away. He takes Taylor down to the canvas and drops across the big elbow. Picks him up by the hair. A tag on Jonathan Boyd. And Williams holds him, and here comes Jacques Rougeau in the help. But the referee's sending him out, and the Sheepherders, masters of double teaming, pounding away. Jonathan Boyd really working on Terry Taylor. Taylor in desperate need of a tag. Double teaming again. Here comes Rougeau. Rougeau catches Luke Williams, but Taylor still unable to get over and get a tag. Into the knee of Jonathan Boyd. A big right hand to the top of the eye of Taylor. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Caught him with a big elbow. Count of one, but Luke Williams, a mercenary, no doubt, refuses to allow the pin. Tag on Jonathan Boyd, and Boyd going to work on Taylor. Williams out, and Jonathan Boyd. A tremendous amount of punishment on Terry Taylor. Luke Williams in now, and he catches him, puts Terry Taylor down to the canvas. Has him up by the hair. The crowd getting behind Taylor. A knee to the midsection, and Taylor goes down. A knee to the top of the head by Luke Williams. Into the elbow of Jonathan Boyd. Taylor really busted open as the Sheepherders continue to apply punishment. Williams out on the turnbuckles, and he has that cane again, or the The steel flagpole pounding at Terry Taylor as Jonathan Boyd continues the punishment on Terry Taylor. Taylor is about out of it. Boyd pounding. Tag on Luke Williams. And Williams catches him with the right hand. Taylor trying to get over and get a tag with Jacques Rougeau. He might be able to do it. He's very close, but Luke Williams prevents the tag. Williams has Taylor. A reversal. Taylor gets him. Terry desperately needs to get over and get a tag, but Jonathan Boyd tagged in, and he prevents it from happening. Taylor came so very close. Terry put down to the canvas again. Jonathan Boyd fires him in, and this is his headbutt that we've seen him do. And Taylor absolutely out. A count of 1, a 2 count, and he gets a count of 3 in 4 minutes, 35 seconds.
Well, when you look at the statistics on it, 4 minutes, 35 seconds, no doubt. A very impressive win for...
This is caught by Williams with a knee to the middle of the back. Now it's both of the Sheepherders using that double clothesline, lock their hands together. Adrian Adonis is in. Everybody's in the ring. Adonis being sent out. And in the meantime, Williams working on Starr, covering him with a body press. And the first ball will go to the New Zealanders. Clock tickets are on sale right then. Suplex drop, and we could have a quick first fall, or a quick fall in the third fall action here. Everybody's in the ring. Watch out, the New Zealanders. One goes whipping into the corner. That's Miller. And then they are collided. Butch Miller and Crazy Luke Williams. Watch out, they're reverse. No, Adonis and Starr lock hands, do a do-si-do and come up with drop kicks. It's Adonis in against Miller. About 3 or 4 right hands and then a left cross. Puts him down on the mat. Now headbutting into the side of the head. Elbow smash on Williams outside the ring. Adrian Adonis. Spinning toe hold. Could have him in trouble. That's his favorite hold, but in comes Crazy Luke. Starr came across the ring and got in his shot, but too late. Body slam as Adonis had that spinning toe hold. Adonis taken into the ropes, the throat, right across the top ring.
4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes.
Double. Ball, those hands extended straight out like a battering ram to Adonis. Adonis now lifted into a pile driver. It's Miller. And was that 3? We will keep it here regardless of time. We have taken care